Hezekiah Apostolic Prayer Ministry. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Yabanene, our Jubilee House, spiritually. Unto me, remne, into me, rem, china. Inti, so no say, or ye bema, na, obebo rema, ombon remienche. Me, so bo rema, next time, Yamina me sum no, or ye dada for. Until say me jai, na sum, na me zina me sum, to baby cry, na me copper busum, me sum no. Na said Elijah can, there shall be no rain except by my word. Say NDC person din kunima and a John Mahama who said I was said okay baby jina na oya de say efata na NDC e ba bedin kunim
e bujan for me che bibia Minia, wow, share me baby, be a michiao. Yaba, you be snappy. Into say what banonya information share nefma unia being so enti ni ebe no. Maria one michiao. Ena panel Phoenix. Panel Phoenix michiao Irechi Lydia. Mechia momo ma di kan a comment no ye bebo mudin Amaria hwe ewo YouTube ni so nti wa hwe YouTube no quickly no obe like dia mai na ye di call ye nim strong so ai mo hu we smoker na ye koche no 2020 election ni mo no afidi ejaa no wa hu se yakomia ne to kakra dia video wa change the story no all can stories for na eneno ebe momo ti nyoma bi na ya kire mo senia amamu esitie ebe susu amamu ho ne ya hwe de okanokre ne de onkanokre senia obi say or person obusa Mahama questions you have every right so be busa questions eno kra be boa amya ko anim but say obeye say diabolically no o ba be say nipa no de ye wa ha ye ntwe na me say ye ibompa ya say edan be dru na Dr Bawumia ebe kose okwa akofa form so opeso lead the NPP political party no e ho na mo beti sound beat ti Bawumia.
They are hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting. They are hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting. And therefore, you are not going to get the growth. And when you don't get the growth, you will not get the revenue. And when you don't get the revenue, you go back to increasing taxes to get the revenue. And then you are in a cyclical downward spiral. And so they have it wrong. And we will change that particular policy. We will use the tax incentives to grow this economy.
You use tax incentive to grow the economy. Na fe no me san be ene ye nche emre ni bie di kan ehwe agu ntimi nkose samre ne ma kiribio enu ntina me stress e mo wa ha no especially YouTube no the old page no under restrictions being identity we still battling our way through say a best solve problem no enu ntina ye stream fa enkoto 101 the new Facebook page no into wa unsubscribe to new Facebook page no obetimi akọ no subscribe no amia bell notification na icon na ise adoma na danche no umia ema options opese tem bia na meba life no unya the hands obe select all notifications so once select all notifications the videos ni bi to ho the system na algorithm no pese or de share ma about feed mu no ene beba enu ntini se woko program bi a wopeso a try to engage yourself so that se ebasi ye che information na ye new film no abeka se nansen koto minya way no yes the old page na ye nkotwa with no 101 eno no aya under we bi aye ho adwuma enu nti ye the new one aba ye friend enkoto 101 te se a dinner that YouTube no so no pepepe yewo eno so page e Facebook a ye bie yam zafe na di 1 week inti mo betimi akọ na wo apeso o subscribe wa na o follow me on Facebook no so no wetimi a follow me ho afa ye nko straight to the point se obi ati ma mensambo Bawumia asem no na o kasafa taxes on abra na John Mahama ye president no na me say going forward no it is so nice and so beautiful that Nanado, in one way or the other, got the chance to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. And in a way, no one should regret. Nanado has taught us a very good lessons, and then we have to make our nose very well so that we don't fall into any ditch going into the future. Nanado has taught Ghanaians great lessons, and it is only a fool that doesn't change his or her mind. And we don't want to be fools, we don't want to be sheep, we don't want to be donkeys, and so we want to be rational people. And once we don't want to be sheep, then we want to be goat, very stubborn, so that we will try and browse well. We will select the good stuff from the bad ones. And that is why we are here. We will give you that chance. We will help you scrutinize our political leaders so that when the chance is given to you one more time to select people to lead your country, you will not base on any frivolous and silly things to make that decision. I just want to help you so that you know the right individuals to entrust them, to mandate them to take care of your life and the future life of your children and your grandchildren. Tie nebe chechen semum dia society bio alaji the economic whiskey those one why I'm afraid no
are hurting. They are hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting, and therefore you are not going to get the growth. And when you don't get the growth, you will not get the revenue. And when you don't get the revenue, you go back to increasing taxes to get the revenue, and then you are in a cyclical downward spiral. And so they have it wrong, and we will change that particular policy. We will use the tax incentives to grow this economy.
So say Nana Bawumia can, and it sounded so nice in our ears. Now there 2016 going into the elections no. Now fi Bawumia Rabebia and the so-called economic people no omupi no moba. And so Bawumia made Ghanaians to understand. Say, oh, sa economy no, they will be able to move it from taxation to production. Not a while ago, yes, Ghana for yes, the taxes changing me and Sabi Gumoso. Na enkofuko could jina parliament had the ya or more yet demonstration say a kufadu pass sa a friends and a parliament and just taxes na a pesi to a crew bay so. Senya Jimmy for na ye abedi adia ekro be so and ye be taxi wo citizens ni bi kokoye demonstration say I am pa omo for so say ye taxi wo me say nipa Jimmy shantade nipa bodam shantade ntino yehu ni enkofo ne ye nyina di adanse say adwin bi nya dwuma wo baabi enkofo bia Jimmy she baabi and no more dia ho chinchinchi etomoso na nyesa eyede na wo de sika kakra na aka no ekose samanfo gu baas mu ekogu parliament house wo say munye didi ade ya ye de ye pese na nado emfa taxes emegu ye so ekro be so citizens and eye omo de eye omo ahohoaho ase ye de taxes begu omo so ekro be even in the UK, in the US, in the Canada, those advanced economies in the Quran. Every now and then, people are agitating. Say, entity or more taxes soon day, and farmer or more. Oh, just say, me see on here. That's why I was discussing on one platform, BO. Enra, say, the problem I was discussing on one platform, or democracy platform, say the problem of Africa, and yet brony biao, no European, is the cause of our woes. If you find any African country in any trouble, in any problem, understand right there and then that the problem was caused or is still being caused by the same Africans. Why? It's because of our own stupidity. It's that because of our own unwittiness. That is why we cause certain hardship onto ourselves. No one is sitting in his country or their countries and controlling the affairs of Africa. If you want, or if you allow yourself to be controlled, you'll be well controlled indeed. If you allow yourself that you are stupid and you want to be controlled like a donkey, you'll be controlled very well. Now I'm Musam who say, yes, this week here Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday, yes, okotna or Drew baby, Jesus sent out some of the followers, go into that village, that nearby village, and then you will see a donkey. If anyone asks, why are you sending it? Just tell that person it is for the Lord. And go into any dictionary and find the meaning of donkey. Donkey simply means a stupid person. Obi a wajimi, stupid person. Into wajimi a yebet na also. Edi akọ Jerusalem. And the Jerusalem ne ya ban kese mu a eho ena titirufo na omo jiwfo no so nim omo into wajimi a ye do be ye donkey ne de wakọ akọdidi enu nti na obi nimodi nipa no ma ye donkeys a omo ti omo so asori dem agrada ajagoraja, all those nkofo, they have turned the people into donkeys. Momo hwe Bible ni mu a, the things you see in the Bible, they are not the things in reality. They are in code. And so people have become donkeys in our politics. Donkeys, yeah, Jimmy. And the politicasters, they are always riding on us. And they will continue to ride on us because, yeah, Jimmy, we settle for frivolous things in human superfluous, unnecessary things that we succumb to. Yeah, Jimmy. And so they will continue to ride on our backs. And if and then anytime we decide that we will not allow them to sit on our backs, they will smite us or spike us. Wa manant now swa or best spike oma. Nipa no catch us will be move from taxation to production because Mahama nana ne boom. Let's bamboozle the minds of the people. Let's throw in some lies, falsehood, so that hey, if we continue to say all those lies, we keep on repeating, it will sink into their subconscious. And I'm panko for the kind of Mahama ya chrome for now or Gigi taxes to do and have they passed taxes or not? You see, Minianum, share Obiani in San Obio, and we are not damn talkatives. Yanyeka yempek say kasa gidigidio, but the air yanan say, O buy obi boomai. O kasa be obi eh. And I mean about kind or say NPP for Kasai too much in 2016. Too much, too much. Kasai. And Mahama was speaking the painful truth. Where another thing and so entimi and take place baby before pa do so pa no no kre be neat no kre. What deep on in the crop so catch and say no na ye. We hate the truth. We hate facts and figures. We hate to be reproached, to be admonished. Yempesi yebeka yanim. T.D. Mahama 2016.
Almost 70% of the population pay only in here in Ghana. And so it's just like recycling our own money. And so I think that is an investment rather than to say you're overtaxing the people or something like that. Because the thing about government investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere. It comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate. And at the end of the year, we're all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes. And you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And indirect taxes include like consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in a trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with. It's not every decision that would be popular. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing popular decisions to make you happy with me? This country would be in the ground by now. Decisions. If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you know, you just take a pleasure in doing it?
Unia say Moamati bi o masumo. Unia say Moamati bi o masumo. He wasn't elected to take popular decisions. Akwani you see, one thing I've come to love about John Mahama and say John Mahama, whilst he was the president, in most of his communique with the people of Ghana, he communicated so well to, you know, in a way trying to teach the people of Ghana what leadership is all about. He tried to let people, the citizens, the people he was leading at the time, to fully understand what governance actually is. He tried his utmost best to explain things to the people, even with the weakest mind. For the weakest mind of a citizen to come to the understanding of economics, governance, administration, what have you. One or the man to form say, and your taxes now na your bed near the Ukraine. All Casano, now Bawumia so Case. And your taxes near Giga Crone, mum ye be movement for taxation to production. How do you get money to do production in a country? How do you get money to do production in a country? Is it not by collecting taxes, by taking taxes from the people? Ghana, for my mistake. The mistake that you guys did 2020, no, in our political history, no, even the politics in Ghana itself will never forgive Ghanaians. I'm telling you. And some of us, we came out preaching vehemently in 2020 that the option you guys are clamoring for at the time was not a good option. But you guys were that obstinate, that stubborn, and you didn't even turn to give us, even a squint of an eye. That people see that there's fire and they consciously threw themselves into the den of fire. They see that there's lions den there, and they decide that they will go and lock themselves up in the lion's den. You voted for someone in 2016 and you didn't see any meaningful leadership, any meaningful governance, any meaningful systems. Why do you have to give this same person the chance to lead you another 4 years? Why do you do this thing to yourselves? Atena mo yem ho sa e ya bro ana e jimi ana se ye de. You can't say ya obi say ade na Mahama nye srabofo, and no one is looking for a srabofo to come and lead Ghana. Obi en what I don't need a srabofo in this life. Or srabofo kra na wentimi antena so an control no ne libido no. Or srabofo no woni nyame net wentimi an control ne libido. Or share mato asasi su befa or battle. So me, I don't want to paint Mahama to be an angel. He is never and he can never be an angel. Never and ever be an angel. And I don't expect. What I am looking out for is not the angelic nature of Mahama. I'm looking out for the governance nature, the administrative nature, the visionary nature. How organized he is in the mind. How innovative he can be. And how stylish. He added style to the infrastructural development. He didn't just build any infrastructure he put up in Ghana. He did it in grand style. Who say Adieli Siwa in the standard there were Africa and the sub-Saharan. Who say yes, it's one of a kind. The grandiose nature of it, of the infrastructure. And I'm to be mono. When someone was thinking deep to building the economy of Ghana, no, na man for Tumfutuba Park, and ne yedi tumi na ma Bawumia no way. Have we been able, or have they been able to move Ghana from taxation to production? And what has been the contributory factor in percentage terms that after making noise about one district, one factory, no, has the one district, one factory cut down importation of a particular commodity into the country? No. So what was the essence of flooding a particular system with the state's money and not reaping any results? What need would that be if you push all the government resources into free SHS, feed the kids, clothe them, we water them, you do every damn thing for them. And at the end of the day, they pass out of school and they cannot find a common job. Not even a blue-collar job, to think of a white-collar job. A blue-collar job, they are unable to secure. Enipa bay na mwasesa omudi omama omai Ghana yi. Amusa eye aswondin. Esan se mobesa ede. Edi emi mesa koto aba. No one will talk. Modi amonko na monko to aba. Taxation to production. Monsan koto aba. Alanchamatia or promise utum for say or be industrial park no. You first of all have to ask Alanchamatin how far would the Buankra inland port. You ask during the era of John Ejekun Kofor, he was also and again the minister in charge of trade and industry. Kofor City, where is it? That Kofor City, they said it was going to change the life of people of Nkwantakese and what have you, because Kofor's mother and or parents came, or that is their hometown. They are from that particular community, and so he promised the people he was going to give them a Kofor City. Where is that Kofor City? And throw. Me say, we will play a lot of videos about John Mahama, and you begin to appreciate that the guy actually spoke the painful truth to Ghanaians to base on, for Ghanaians to base on, and then elect a reasonable, a savvy, a witty leader. And you say there be or you tenny, but you can man force it and the man for be so more right, so more they have the right to say, yeah, Santini account for Nese or minor, but ye be the new right, no, we should allow them to say. We have allowed you guys to say. Yekoka, what's ya? Because of a nipemunijimu, meanwhile, no, inginano, mo ye de ya, Asantinoa, ne bruning nano, musani frisro ne baye. Eye no kre kumbisali na mofri baye Senegal Mali so Mali honom na mofri ye de e baye from honom Ghana e baye edin Ghana no ti ase wona wuyi mu no. Ghana means a great warrior king, or your ba or a great warrior queen. Ghana asechre no eno na me na Kwame Nkrumah kofa adini free sa the Ghana Empire dina ne wo Mali, the Songhai honum the sa ekwa kusi from Mali, a stretch from Mauritania, a stretch from Mali akusi Senegal, ekofa akusi Sudan, because Mali no in the olden days na Mali ni Sudan kra na dey na eya ebom. And so ne nipa dasani ebetna honum ye ya di pa bia ma nipa ose there be da obesori atia okuro mu siremuni o edwin kuro no ho ayenie ose there be ko na what difference and the wo siremuni ni amunani siremuni ni asantini anyway. Speak to facts, vote on issues, don't vote on tribal sentiments, on tribal lines and what. A geographical location I be to in our from Santini, and no one has the chance to select. No one has the chance. No one in this world can elect to come from a particular country. No. You only appear, whether in America, Ghana, even in Ghana, you only appear that your parents are Frafra, your parents are Wala people, your parents are Kusao people, And so you have no other option. And you think that those who even claim that we can take stupid decision. If they had the chance to select the country and the community or the tribe they should come from, they would not and ever select the tribe they are now boasting of. They pride themselves. This. Meanwhile, so one also be a tenny. No, chicha santimano. When may be an idini free buy. One also be a winning. We say, so what is will be a be a case we winning to the we win ya. Busanipan said, Obet me at your ne papa, a twasso for baby au free. Now on show ne mammy, and mammy, a twasso for. Nien shed your soul no so your accent near now young Rennie, and now you sleep kind. Montre, count back in 4 generations. Count back 4-5 generations. Let's check it, baby. Now, oh, mammy, free omo, be assassinate that one. I will say, and the uti commands into ye nipas no be or take tamalino. Ah, now was uti baby now move ya na de be see ho. Tama nana a jinamwan patunum ne ponko safonum betna. Kwa man no money aye enueti ansa no ti akenteni tumi antwini ho anwanfo ne kobia manfimu nyina eba no busa se na ehemfo no mo free ba busa to o say to o chichira santeman kra no specific location kra ye said that wo no kra no mo antimi a record anto because they distorted the story. Say du tutu na abedani o say tutu mupa monko hwehwemu yesene papa ne ofori pen owusu panin a ofri akuapem anase ofri akwamu state ofri akwamu ne baaye ne maame menu kotosi ena omode wo kofi o say tutu sa kofi no sana ne papa yesi onyaba nti okọ suma bi so konfo so suma na ye friend tutu no suma bia so nipa na ekom aden ye timi tro suma no a ye friend tutu no but konfo no a okom suma ne de ne dima story ni mo mabusa mo ho se be konfo no free hen na osay no edin be ne horo fa so e be dane osay no aden tina omo ti ho no omo nka no osay no omo kana na say tutu ye say du tutu because they now comes as man, near friend Seidu. On Tiasia, you will not find it in any book. Me person me mouth Tiasia say, near was oye obino, and yes, I know tear. Let's drop all those stupidity. Let's fixate our minds on development. So what you now the boast to what the title say me young me say count back 5 generations ne find out say I am passe o yangunani a ukohu before for now person obu nanim tia no that those stupidity no emfa build the crow and yes we will let people use us as donkeys, unscrupulous people who always try to meander their ways through to get to political or leadership role no. Because some of these people, they know that the people, the vast majority of the people are thinking like or behaving are donkeys. They will use frivolous and stupid things to cajole you guys, to sway you guys, so that you will drift, you will move away from substantive issues and based on useless, unimportant issues and take decisions. How could take a stupid decision say obi anwurani nti na wugina so ato aba man say obi hu ofenti na wugina so ato aba man dia then I bet to differ say it begs the question say do you know where you actually come from? One kasa na wo ye did do you know where you come from? Kakobusa bantama nyansa ntekasa o da gomba kasa mantama ye papa ne de ha maaye hwan mo papa ne ba ho beka aye no ukumu apem beba no bantama no sabun zongo adi ntina mensi echi pe ene ntafo na abuche nkugu ho se de wei ukumu apem a ye bekwa akofa apem firisiri mu aba otumfo na ameka se mamu nyenyimu na duru mre bia na ye ni mema wa ahemfie ho no enyefa na omko enyemosi Obsinado ye beka se mosifo nye Ghana for yes ye wo mosifo ni bi o mo boko ene wo mosifo ni bi o ha o mo Burkina but originally no mosifo ankasa ye Burkina for but say ni abenya mosifo a o ma be settle Ghana e dey say Hausa ye say ka Hausa tribe bi enu e wo Ghana. It is a matter of say Nigeria for mass exodus or me betna Ghana no Hausa for no mo buy no beja or mo kasa ewo esrim ho no ne the other way no because Hausa no e cut across so many countries but there's no Hausa tribe ewo Ghana ho the kasa no any origination in Nigeria. So mimianom the make ye ka we nyina enye se any tribe will be and say any tribe whether say hey me I don't care about the tribe I come from me sia na se wadwemu do na nyansa wo ho I pick nyansa from you where Jimmy I disassociate myself from you because yes obema me no nante kura bre. That is what I do. Where Jimmy nipa wo say Uche wo hunku ni so na nipa wajimi. You don't waste your time on nipa wajimi. De wonim nyansa no na enhwe atade ese no. Enhwe baabi ofri, enhwe aduane esi nanim. Na adwene na eye adwuma no de akire se ade bi wo mu na ebeboa wa peke nefa kan de ho na da nyansa nimpo sen no. Sa ne bobra no na yenkoka se obi amotuo mu bon nenso na adwene mu efe na adwene mu hwam. Na motum ne bomu ba na adwen emu hwam enyoma pafri mu ba o se da bi na motum ne bon ni nti no o mfa adwen no a tena ho moma yenya isa de no enunti na ma those people na me see from politicasters petty politicians they will always sit down and use one to divide you and control you. But now we want to be, we want to be so, we want to just bring the problem out and solve it head on. Just beating about around it and beating about the no. We want to meet it and hold the bull by the horns. Yes, so nintino abebenimu. Minianum say ye bahana loud silence media and kotu Kevin Taylor. Any woman can one they share in a common idea, not so more can say problem ni free ha yenka. It does not necessarily mean say there are not pockets of tribalism among other groups. No, they are there. But we are centering on the vast majority. Kasa, you have to understand us from the context. From the context. Bebia yejina ye kasa. Eho eni nkofuku a yehwe. Eno na wo so jina so de kasa. And the fact that say problem ni free, I can for chess, I can for now, but we are speaking to the majority. They said there, ye be one on hand side, no, oka say, oh, and tough for your bon. Hey, what can be that? But what down for now, we training him, who sending home of Fedodo to be an ordinance, you know. O can a roll later now, who says, one or ye nod about me who are faint, you know. When him say, Obit me can say, that is ceremony and who offers am, yeah. Same new way and who shamo. May say we have lived with the people and we have gone through all these things. Ya can be a chairman for ya de beard in Quasasem, Obit Timika. Show a whole great function, what wedding as an MC. Unim the kind of tribe a wo. Unim tribes a wo. Not what started. Or cracky jokes. Where the nasi. And a Yankopon bo nipa nyina ewie no. Ana or send them one notice say bibi ye kukuru or Garden of Eden hono no. E ye kukuru na wotie mo. Why no or say me bonsam now ye there or say me bebo mi nipa. And these are the jokes people crack. Ni ka biatso. O bo nipa be or say me bebo anwonafo. And I say, na ma boni or say I nipa be na bebo, ma boni pe nyina wi nipa be na bebo. E nipa ni joke no crack no, or say me bebo anwonafo e wo word na se. How dey be ye. No busas na de dey na be hye o monso. Hwe o say me de kro na be hye o monso. Look at this. Word na se. Papa no an ne ba no ye gi na ware no, sa no ya anwonani. Papa ni move ye no, na pa ofri aware na se. You may think, say, a jokes, because of certain unwarranted comments. Ye can't, ye did trivializing Nioma, ye can't say ye diagro. In tribalism, any tribal comments, no, ye find ye jokes, because all the ye jokes, once a sparky baby. That is why ye near brace going forward. No, ye who say idea eat into and tribalism. Me free hand wing coming on and on them bruni jina soa diago di azambuja or ye o kateche free fa na down for pan diago di azambuja into kateche free fa adam for diago di azambuja ebe drew a dinamino and no be who say a dinafo any a futu for no anka omo honam se no omo kontoka because we see me winnie and a diago di azambuja na down for pani or keteche kwa me free fa so ne meche no e ka say enkofo mu agimi na nka mu agimi kura na mo hu say mo skin ne me skin nye pe nka quickly nka mo nka mom na nka mo mpam me e hwa na afutufo ene diago di azambuja ye one ana say edinafo ene diago di azambuja ye one enna afutufo no ana edinafo no din konkonsa dia che diago di azambuja se enkofu we he opese wunya omo faha eno ne yele. That's who we are today. And no every race amwakun onni aduro amwakun awrade Yesu Kristo. And until I said the problems of Africa, the problems we are going through, they were never created by any European. We allowed ourselves. Our ancestors, some 600 years ago, took a stupid decision. One man has caused Africa, and it will take one man to deliver Africans from the hands of the so-called oppressed or the oppressor. It took the stupid decision of one African man on the soils of Edina, who destroyed his own people to the foreigner, to the alien. You go to South Africa, they practice something they call xenophobia. Xenophobia, but they don't practice it on the foreign, the one that has a different complexion from their own. But they practice xenophobia on individuals they share the same complexion, skin complexion with, is the one they destroy. And Kazeno means a stranger, and ye can be a stranger. Greek word their friend Zeno, yesterday. Stranger, phobia, fear. So you fear the stranger. and so say practicing what dear one any color ye pen no practice one so dear any color any pen no a giant any and so you turn around and tell me that it is a European causing problems in Africa. If they bring their problems and you don't welcome the problems, will those problems have seats to sit on? Never. Let's all begin to wise up. One thing that is breaking our social fabric, tribalism, unnecessary tribal comment. Let's base on factual things, issues, and here. Now, there has been a serious topic on LG. These things shouldn't even be discussed. On Maya, a country that hasn't been able to solve classroom issues. We still have kids who sit on concrete blocks or even sometimes bricks in classroom. They sit on bricks, concrete blocks and learn. The ordeal these young chaps go through to even to graduate from class 1 to class 6. We haven't been able to solve those problems, and now we are bringing a stupid problem we call LGBT, something like stupidity. Who cares about that? Why should we even have time to discuss those stupid things? But the people have realized that you are donkeys. They don't want you to discuss the economy they have crashed, and so they will always make useless topical issues for you to discuss. Meanwhile, people who think that they are wise, almost say John Mahama, and men can't Ghana for Nadjin, Munti de John Mahama catch Moses for money 2019 year. Moses for money muko, Munti de Mahama, and before that, Munti de or introduce you Mahama ma Ghana for Nasimo kind Munti, you know. Never do median in Amrevi.
Those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Karam's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, which constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
People seeking the mandate.
The National Coalition for Proper Human Rights and Family Values, led by Moses Foamoening and Apostle Opoku Onyina, has submitted a documented resolution to the former President John Dramani Mahama to fight against the introduction of CSE in the country. According to the coalition, some international bodies are pushing the gay and lesbian agenda and wants former president to halt the process should he be re-elected as president.
This issue of Ghana's policy towards the LGBT phenomenon must be addressed by the political parties as well. And we see you not just as a former president, but a candidate of the leading opposition party. And in devising your manifestos, the coalition has a 7-point resolution that will be presented to you. We think that as people seeking the mandate of Ghanaians, it is important that you address this matter in your manifestos.
This government, previous government, the government to come, if we don't fight for them, their hands are almost tied. You know why? Because these things are coming from United Nations, which we are under. But United Nations talks about diversity. What about African diversity? They are talking about culture. What about our culture also? And so, normally, somewhere, somehow, we are actually doing the government a favor.
And in response, former President John Dramani Mahama promised to ensure that the proposals tabled by the National Coalition for Proper Human Rights and Family Values will be incorporated in the NDC's manifesto.
There are traditions and cultures that we have that if you go and try to practice in the advanced countries, you'll be imprisoned. Yeah, and yet we don't try to force our culture on other people, just as we also don't expect that people should enforce their culture on us. We as leaders represent our people based on who they are, their identity and their traditions and values. And that is why I gave the answer I gave in Scotland when they asked me about this same question. I said, the traditions and culture of the people I lead do not accept this.
Also the traditions and the culture, the morals, the ethics, what a view of the people that would, at the time he envisaged to lead, Omun support into Ubekwanko support. That's it. It's now be so camera to Mahama Metre na Abi Mahama president. When Jonathan Mills was the president and he was approached with this particular question, and I'm so your president or take and Trent decision say me Oko Scotland and ye be behind the Bremo Scotland Mahama call my answer say once I intimate for ye amam free Africa mechanism say mema wukrum amon wari be pre and come yere hono sansuna most moon to me famodie in free ho and fama yes ana mugabi kan ya odi wuye and yes ana in Musuvini and yes ana omo musu omo nyindu yes ana omo ka say I didn't know person you want to foist your traditions and culture and it is not even their tradition. Ayankophobia. Oh, ayankophobia no my omo say from the rainbow mafia. The rainbow mafias. They want to impose, they want to foist their ideologies, their what a view. Their so-called standards be into what say enkofo Ghana for say omumpea. Wono na wona udi omanim kan. Are you also not part of a Ghanaian? Yes, we Montam baby ni enso entran baby. Ekufado wetimi aka statement we bi. Ekufado say kiane kimo turum no bedi. Ekufado should come out. He is the president. He should let us know media to me into period. What you say? I will not go and ask Bawumia because Bawumia will be a fan mandate man. And I'll be a president in Musa in Yede. Ye Musa Bawumia saying Yede, na even Bawumia no clan kase or beji gaze in Matumua. Parliament no. Amoko to abasa no my Bawumia nkwa assassin so or Mahama or Kufadu empo bigina as a single sono, Momayan discuss topics of national interest. Trumu and phobia. Hey, see a jitumu see a nintumu or mumudia man for trum no more Ghana. Let's discuss issues. Ahwadin kwasia hodi amode discussing kwasia semwino. Monfan discussing vaccines are any homa and mofra ye wom. Obi odi ni trum na akodwen no. Discuss and mofra vaccines ni ho. And ranching in Maba na every university a juma ne binya no momfa sa ahode no Moses for amoni momfa sa ahode ne discusses and your man from youth no Na se nipa nya adwuma ya obi ntimi mfa sika medada nse bra na me ndi uturu mu. Se nipa nya adwuma ye wukuro ni mu na osori 24/7 wa ye busy a onko fi ni turu mu ma nse bra na bedi. Let's you see before mama ye mfa ya adwen ko nyoma akese so adai ejimi ya bodam wesi na ye center ade ntinyi hu bi a wa bodam kura ase kan ba wa boko tunti hu e na odi betwa wo. In 0240258269. This program is streaming live on Loud Silence Media. Na Loud Silence TV. Inipa 1-2 be in friend na media biti crime here. 1-2 be. Yemfa 1-2-3 calls be. Until ba papa na yakwe ni. Meda mo ase mo amoba ya mo timi ase on Facebook and YouTube no so nyina no mo ya de. I really appreciate your time and your involvement in the whole discussion. It'll be biase what me by, just let us know or comment by calling the number and WhatsApp line for an HWD. When you didn't baby free.
Hello,
Senior, we didn't baby free.
You did Joseph Kasefri Kuwait.
Kuwait Kasaminia Kasa.
Mr. Koto, Nako Ponchao. Nako Ponchao pa ni tuma mo po amagana my friend. Ghana Central for no hwehwe ni mu. Akufo-Addo na ye president. Iti ye papa Moses fu amoni onko Akufo-Addo ho. No onko bisa ne stand. Uko bisa do mama, he is onye president. Uko bisa do mama, no person on kase asembe na njero. Last time no kase bi na me ka cho say 2014, 15, 16 na MPP fu kutukuta kalipo bia etwetwe wo ma no kalipo no na bibi wo mu. Na Ghana for ya check woman. As a woman like MPP for we woman no bibi. No Ghana for na ya kan ye nya bi no ye.
Yeah, that's a paminia.
Which is fair. Oba Arabasia. Araba ekoso pa but omo yi time omo be discuss.
That's it. And one no. Ekoso Arab for omudi omutu musin obi a me nya din ba bia kasa free.
Hello.
We didn't maybe kasa free we nya.
Yeah, because of Germany.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, you're good in tag. Because yes. You see this our leaders, I don't know what is in their mind, So if America bring this gay in Ghana, and then means that we should accept it. So my question is, if now America said all Ghanaian citizens should have gone in their house, will the parliament accept it?
Intelligent question also
so said America will be akuta to no on person Ghana association is parliament on what is happening.
Anti-private members in Sonfa bill enko. A nice question Obusano. A beautiful question, fantastic question. Pasi bi na ya na epeno. Say yenji gay and semuntumwa. America for also so much atumo. Mama Ghana ni bi enkura tuo. Ewo Ghana ho ne yenhwe se soja ni betimi amobi ada atechemu a. Mesi won se broni no. Wajimi a obaboa no wajimi more. Hwe we always makes use useless complaints. And our brother, one such China for me, they don't talk say Brunia say you. You be one such China for na action, not US for homes. That is what you do. The best form of attack is to succeed. When I didn't baby Akazefri.
Hello, Uncle Too.
Senior.
We became
one grade. Fire away.
Yeah, so many people Ghana. If you open out here now, yeah, get taxes this again, the taxes by citizens maybe you could say, hey, tax them, tax them out here. So now the can come. Say Jimmy, say Damo, say you. But what transnational question? Jamie who say, oh, Mama, I want to the say, your mom will be a clear beer, what some crown out
That's it.
We are going to go can quasi museum. The area on a good town, a best such now. As such a tax night, Uber Trebi. Yes, if you come will be open a good Uber Trebi. So sometimes we transport is a young money papa down here and money papa down. So you so you twin winning pool.
Ihiyama nipa ebodam. Omo bosi wo aswa omo ho akogu parliament say ye nje taxes nintum. Ye koto so aba so na NDC for sori ekosori pie so a na san nipa kro na aba say ade na NDC for sori pie. Radi Yesu Christo. Ya ye dum besi aze breno nya ye bre ya fa 3 course na ye fa na wi breno nya ye bre nje besi aze da for be friend say and then you be share on to platform so no if this today is the first time watching me on YouTube or on Facebook you follow the page and go to 101 on YouTube too, the same name and go to 101 and you subscribe to my channel, and then if you want to receive all notifications you select all notifications and then you stay with us so that you be part of the family, and then we'll continue to grow together and try every day, anytime we have the time, to discuss matters of interest, matters that will help change the face of Ghana from Lodibia to Hardibia. I love you all. Bye-bye.